grow money. Like, it's actually kind of funny. You can see that on his robes, he's got these grapes and there's a coin there sitting on his lap. So he knows how to, like, not only invest money well, but gain more of it. And it puts him in the place. He's the master of money. So with this card coming up, this could either be you, Virgo, opening the month, making good financial decisions, or it could be getting financial advice from a mentor, from an expert. So this could be like a financial planner. This could be like, you know, a parent who is good with money, or it could be a friend, an elder, someone in an authority position regarding money is showing up for you. And it very well could be you. This is, you know, it's funny with the home here in the castle. It could be like a real estate investment, or it could be like, you know, getting your house appraised. Something that has to do with value and money and in the home. You know what I'm also getting for you, Virgo, is it could be a home-based business. Because this is King of Money, entrepreneur, and this is the home. So that there's something that is of value right here. You can see the home is right next to it, the castle. Creating gold. That's what I'm getting. And 4 is a very stable number. This is a card of like celebration. It's 4 of Wands. So this is like the marriage, the place where the married people live, you know, the family, it's celebration and joyousness. So it could be like, I don't know, maybe you have the opening weekend of celebrating your home business. Maybe it's, I'm not sure. Something's going on there, though. Good financial decisions, entrepreneurial, and home, celebration, joyfulness. So, and it can't even be surprise. So it could be that, you know, someone shows up at your door with money for you. You know, like, what's that, sweepstakes? Like, this could be Ed McMahon showing up at your door. I don't know, that's a long shot, but that's the archetype of what King of Coins and 4 of Wands say. Money regarding the home. And you know what, Virgo, this could happen quickly. This is 8 of Wands energy. So this is saying to me that if you do open a home-based business, this could really take off. Or whatever, you know, whatever advice you're getting financially, it could have quick returns. And which is going to make you feel free, carefree, and unencumbered. I almost get the sense, Virgo, that this could mean like feeling like you're not having to work. In other words, being an entrepreneur makes you feel like you don't have to have a job again, or it allows you to travel the world. That's Fool energies, is being able to travel, being free, being unencumbered. So regardless of what form it takes, there's a way in which the person who manages the money, whether it's you, someone else, you know, a financial advisor, someone with expertise with the money, and this is very much an entrepreneur card, so like working for yourself, has some words to say or something regarding the home. This could even just be like an addition to the home, or just seeing the value of your home, and having something happen very quickly. This is information flying through the air. So this could have something to do with the internet. This could have to do with receiving news, receiving the last puzzle piece. When this card comes, everything is 80 to 90% lined up. And it only, you know, it's sort of like the pot of water that's been heating and heating and heating, and it's about ready to boil. And it makes you feel free, unencumbered, you know, like a child again, youthful, open, sunny day. Both of these cards, you can see they're a sunny day, and there's this like cloud. It's this sort of bright blue sky, and he's like leaping out into the unknown, into the newness of life. It's also connecting you with your heart, Virgo, or a water sign. So this card, Page of Cups, this is sometimes I call this infatuation, or this is the young side of yourself when your heart would leap at something. You know how teenagers can get really wrapped up in things that they are passionate about at the moment. If you are a teenager, this is definitely you. But it could be a water sign as well. So it could be a Pisces, it could be Cancer, it could be Scorpio, and you might have a nice connection with a water sign towards the middle of the month. There's 2 pages, you know. In fact, though, they're definitely showing up in the picture, but this could be you, Virgo, looking away or wanting to collaborate with them. Page of Coins is usually an earth sign, so that's either Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, just like this guy. But what could be happening is the pages are usually the younger side of ourselves. So it could be that the page is showing up for you, but you're splitting off from the page, or it could be that you have opposing views on things. You're not seeing eye to eye. You're almost like acting out the childlike side of yourselves, you know, or this one's looking this way and this one's looking this way, almost like two kids stamping their feet. Like this one's saying, no, I want to play in the water. No, I want to play in the mud. Like, just, it's just sort of funny, actually. It's almost like two people looking the other way. So if you have any tangles with a water sign person at the middle of the month, Virgo, try to see it as the two of you acting like kids, and you might be able to see humor in it. It's going to connect you with them. This freedom-loving side of you is having them show up for you. They are being there, but they might just be being a little bit of a brat, or being like the childlike side of themselves. I also see what you want to do, Virgo, which may not be available to you right now, but what you're looking at is money coming in from collaborative projects. You may want this water sign to collaborate with you. This is Page of Coins, which is, again, receiving money, being open, being willing, being optimistic. This is collaborative projects. 3 of Coins, you can see he's working on something. And usually in this card, there's the worker, the architect, and the person who's living in the house. So this is group projects, and this is you. So this is like money. Both of these are money cards. This is you making money through group projects. I almost get the sense with this that you kind of want this water person to be involved. But it's not being allowed. It's not being blocked. It's almost like you're focusing on this so strongly that you're not seeing anything else. That's it. The effect of it being in reverse is that there's such a focus on making money, whatever this project is, whatever this. It could more than likely a group project, that you might be getting over focused on whatever's happening up here, and then overlooking, you know, love or a connection with a heart-based person, with a water person. Try not to focus so much on work is what I'm getting for you middle of October, Virgo, because you guys can sometimes have a tendency to do that. You're very responsible, you're very conscientious, you're very work-driven, but if you're just focusing on the task at hand and being, you know, the group project, there's someone over here that might want to connect with you on a heart level. They're a heart person. So turn around to see that. You know, turn yourself upside down to actually see them, and you might be more eye to eye. There's also 9 of Wands showing up with this group project, and 9 of Wands is a card of endurance. It's a card of the survivor. It's a card of someone who survives and lasts through things, someone who keeps getting knocked down and getting back up. In the reverse position, you may be having a hard time. It may be the low side of this card, which is feeling like you have to do everything, work to survive. You know, you have to keep creating product, keep cranking it out in order to survive. This can sometimes be like paranoia, feeling like you always have to be on the defensive, always looking over your shoulder. That's the low side of this card. Or feeling like you're not going to be able to continue enduring or surviving. You know, this card, the thing I always mention about it is that he doesn't just have victories. He has failures and defeats too. The strength of this card, though, is that even though he has defeats, he keeps getting back up. And he sees that he's a survivor. He knows that he can continue on regardless. In the reverse position, you may be doubting whether you can survive or not. You may be feeling a little bit weary or paranoid or defensive, like, I just don't know if I can take this anymore. That's the low side of this card. But whatever it is, try to lift your head up out of work and not get bogged down by any fears or doubts regarding it, because it's causing you to miss out on something. Something heart-based. Then this is 7 of Swords and Hermit. 7 of Swords is in the reverse position. This is very me behavior. This is the person who's running away with all the swords, trying to get away with something, take the easy way out, you know, cut corners. Someone who it can be criminal, but it's mostly just like risk taking. Someone who's I'm gonna get mine. You know, that's the feeling of this card. In the reverse position, it may be someone that's doing something underhanded that you're not seeing. Someone who's being shady, but it's in shadow. It's not. Are you trying to get away with something, Virgo, or is there somebody in your environment that is trying to get away with something, cut corners, take the easy way out? If so, that's what this energy is picking up on, but you may not necessarily see it because it's in shadow. However, Hermit is seeing it. He's actually shining a light on it. Hermit is the spiritualist. He is the guy who throws away all of the superficial, materialistic stuff about the world, and he's interested in the truth. He's interested in knowing what is real. So when you strip away everything else, that's when you see what's going on below the surface. When you strip away all the, like, anything to do with money, anything to do with, like, false beliefs, anything to do with how you want to see it, Hermit is the card that says, you know, I'm willing to step away from the social scene to take a hard, clear look at things, and I'm interested in the truth. I'm willing to dig deep. He'll be able to see any underhandedness. He's shining a light on it. So if you feel like this might be going on around you towards the end of the month, or if you feel like you might be doing some of this, Hermit is the spiritualist. He's like, he wants to be pure. He wants to be in alignment with, like, righteousness, in alignment with the truth. So there may be a change from this to this, or at least there's a recognition by Hermit of whoever's doing this, whatever's going on beneath the surface. I also get that towards the end of the month, if you feel like there's any sort of injustice on things, because justice in the reverse position says you're having a hard time accessing justice, or maybe having a hard time deciding a verdict about something, it may be that you discover some underhandedness about someone, and you're having a hard time, like, rendering a verdict, like, do I want to keep this person around me, or do I want to cut them loose, or, you know, that you might really like this person, so you're having a hard time rendering a verdict on them. What is being said is that you may need to take a time out and reflect on it. This is Four of Swords, which means the warrior, again here, you know, this is the same warrior. This guy is taking a time out of battle and thinking things over. So the sense that I get is that a verdict it's either not just right now, or it's not available to you right now, or that you may need to take time, that's Four of Swords energy, to weigh over evidence, to think things through, to take a pause and recharge and reflect before rendering a verdict. Because right now, both of those are in reverse. If you don't take a rest, you're not going to be able to make a sound judgment that's based in justice. But if you discover some truth about someone, whether it be yourself or someone else, Virgo, at the end of the month, take some time before making any snap judgments on it, because you want it to be a just decision. And if there's any injustice that's been done, or that you discover, especially through group collaborative projects going quickly, you know, take some time. Don't make any snap judgments. Think things over, get some rest, go on retreat is kind of what I get from this card.